10 signs you are becoming mentally stronger. How do you know you're becoming mentally stronger? It's not always obvious. You may not suddenly wake up feeling fearless. You may still experience anxiety, disappointment, anger, or self-doubt. The difference is that these emotions no longer control you the way they once did. Mental strength isn't about becoming emotionless. It isn't about pretending nothing hurts. And it certainly isn't about becoming cold or distant. Mental strength is the ability to face reality, regulate yourself, learn from difficult experiences, and keep moving forward. So how do you know you're developing it? Here are 10 signs you are becoming mentally stronger. Number 1, you don't react to everything. One of the clearest signs of emotional maturity is learning to pause. Someone provokes you. You don't immediately respond. Someone criticizes you. You don't instantly become defensive. Something goes wrong. You don't immediately panic. Instead, you pause and ask, how do I want to respond? That small gap between what happens and what you do next is incredibly powerful. You realize that not every comment deserves an answer. Not every argument deserves your energy. And not every problem deserves an emotional reaction. You are learning that peace is sometimes more valuable than being right. Number 2, you can say no without feeling guilty. As you become mentally stronger, you realize that saying yes to everything isn't kindness. Sometimes it's fear. Fear of disappointing people, fear of rejection, fear that someone will think badly of you. But eventually you learn that you cannot be available to everyone all the time. You begin saying, no, I can't. No, that's not right for me. No, I don't agree. And you stop feeling the need to write a 5-minute explanation afterward. Boundaries aren't about controlling other people. They're about knowing what you will and will not accept. Number 3, you no longer need everyone's approval. There is a powerful shift that happens when you stop living for other people's opinions. You realize that no matter what you do, someone will criticize you. Someone won't understand your choices. Someone may even dislike you, and that's okay. You stop asking, what will they think, and start asking, does this align with who I want to be? You still listen to constructive criticism. You still learn from others, but you don't allow every opinion to determine your self-worth. That's freedom. Number 4, you can admit when you're wrong. A weak ego needs to win. A strong mind wants to learn. As you become mentally stronger, saying I was wrong doesn't feel like losing. It feels like growth. You become willing to apologize. You become willing to change your opinion. You become willing to say, I don't know. That's not weakness. That's intellectual and emotional maturity. You no longer protect your ego at the expense of your growth, because being right isn't always the goal. Becoming better is. Number 5, you recover faster from setbacks. Mental strength doesn't mean setbacks stop hurting. They still hurt. You may lose an opportunity, experience rejection, make a mistake, lose someone, have a terrible day. But something changes. You don't stay down as long. You allow yourself to feel the disappointment. Then you begin asking, what's next? That's resilience. The goal isn't to avoid falling. It's to become better at getting back up. Every time you recover, you teach yourself, I can survive difficult things, and that belief becomes a source of strength. Number 6, you stop taking everything personally. Not every criticism is an attack. Not every unanswered message is rejection. Not every disagreement is disrespect. And not every person's bad mood has anything to do with you. As you become mentally stronger, you stop making yourself the center of every situation. You become curious instead of reactive. You ask, is this actually about me? Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Learning the difference can save you enormous amounts of emotional energy. Number 7, you can be alone without feeling empty. There's a difference between loneliness and being comfortable with your own company. As you become mentally stronger, you stop needing constant noise. You don't always need someone to talk to. You don't always need entertainment. You don't always need your phone. You can sit quietly, think, reflect, read, walk, and simply exist without needing constant stimulation. You begin to understand that being alone isn't necessarily being lonely. Sometimes solitude is where you hear yourself most clearly. Number 8. You do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. This is discipline. You won't always feel motivated. You won't always feel confident. You won't always feel inspired. But mentally stronger people stop making their emotions responsible for every decision. They understand, I don't feel like doing this, and I'm doing it anyway. You exercise, you study, you work, you keep your commitments, you follow through. Not because it's always enjoyable, because you decided it matters. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you build self-trust. Number 9. You focus more on what you can control. Life becomes much lighter when you stop trying to control the uncontrollable. You can't control what people think. You can't control the past. You can't control every outcome. You can't control whether someone chooses to stay, but you can control your effort, your attitude, your boundaries, your choices, your response. Mentally stronger people don't waste all their energy fighting reality. They ask, what is actually within my control? Then they put their energy there. Number 10. You no longer feel the need to prove yourself. This may be one of the strongest signs of all. When you are insecure, you constantly want people to know what you've achieved. You want to prove you're successful. You want to prove you're intelligent. You want to prove you're right. But as you become more secure, the need to prove yourself becomes quieter. You stop explaining everything. You stop competing with everyone. You stop announcing every achievement. You let your actions speak. You understand that people don't have to recognize your value for you to know it. That's quiet confidence. So let's go through them one more time. You don't react to everything. You can say no without guilt. You don't need everyone's approval. You can admit when you're wrong. You recover faster from setbacks. You stop taking everything personally. You can be alone without feeling empty. You do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. You focus on what you can control, and you no longer feel the need to prove yourself. If you're experiencing even a few of these changes, don't underestimate them. You may still struggle. You may still have bad days. You may still lose your temper sometimes. You may still doubt yourself. That's normal. Mental strength isn't perfection. It's progress. It's responding differently than you used to. It's recovering faster. It's choosing discipline over impulse. It's choosing self-respect over approval. And it's becoming someone you can trust when life gets difficult. So don't ask yourself, am I strong enough? Ask, am I stronger than I was before? If the answer is yes, keep going. Because becoming mentally stronger isn't a destination, it's a way of living. And that's the mindset of a top mind.